Hello everyone, in this video we will see how do we reverse the given stack using the recursion. Now whenever we want to reverse the stack using recursion, the condition in the question is also that you have to use only the standard functions of stack. That means you have to use only push, pop, peek, is empty, is full, right, and all. I mean, you can write one more function called as reverse stack, or you can take the help, but you should not use any other functions apart from that. That means you cannot take the bottom element of the stack as it is unless you take the top element of the stack. Now let us see what does this question is and how do we solve. Suppose this is the stack, might be implemented using arrays or might be implemented using list. We don't bother. And what is the stack given? 10, 20, 30, 40. And when I reverse this stack will become 40, 30, 20, 10. It's in the reverse order. And you see that the state of the stack changes. Therefore, it has to be passed with address. Okay. Now, we don't bother that it is implemented with arrays or with list. The code or the logic will remain exactly same. Now, what we do, suppose I write one function called as reverse. And what does this need? Since the state of the stack changes, it needs the address of stack yes. And I write over here struct stack star yes. Okay. Now I am just writing the algorithm, explaining it. Later we will write the code. Now what is the first thing we do? I need this 40 to be taken out. That means you have to pop. When you can pop? Only if the stack is not empty. Therefore I say over here if not is empty of stack. Now if the stack is not empty, what we do over here? We say E is equal to pop of stack. You say E is equal to pop. Now what will happen? We just see over here. Now you call the function reverse of stack yes. There is one local variable as of now, that is E. E is equal to pop. It was 40. 40 is being popped and 40 is stored in E. This is 40. Now after you pop 40, you need in reverse order. That means again I call the function reverse. We say reverse of stack yes. Now when I say reverse of stack yes, now suppose if I give this as line number 1, 2, 3. Now this is using recursion. Now the return line number is 2. Again we have called the function reverse of yes. Go back. Not is empty of stack. Yes, the stack is not empty. Again you say E is equal to pop. What do we get at this stage? We get 30 at this point of time. Now again you say reverse. Now from which line number you are calling? Line number 2. We say reverse of yes. E is equal to pop. Now what do you get from pop? You get 20. Now again you call the function reverse. From which line number you are calling the function reverse? From line number 2. Reverse of yes. Not empty of stack. Yes. E is equal to pop. What do you get now? You get 10. Therefore, you say E is equal to 10. Now again execute line number 2. You say reverse of yes. Now the return line number is 2. Not is empty of stack, that is false. Do not execute this. Assume that there is a return statement over here and you return. Now what was the stack? Stack was 10, 20, 30, 40. Now you need 40 at the bottom and 10 at the top of the stack. Now you have 10 over here. You have access to 10. Now if I say push 10, assume that I have written push yes comma E. Assume that I have written push yes comma E. Now what will be pushed over here? 10. Right. Now again closing bracket is return. Return to line number 2. Again execute line number 3. What will be pushed? 20. Is it the correct thing? No. Why? Because I need the output as what? 40, 30, 20, 10. This is the output that I need. That means 20 should be at the bottom, then 10. Now here it is the other case. Therefore, I cannot write push over here. Therefore, what I cannot do? I cannot write push over here. Now is empty of stack? Yes, it returns. Now this 10 has to be added at the bottom of the stack. Now, what is the bottom of the stack? It is just the bottom of the stack. Now, here I write one function called as add at the bottom of the stack. What you have to add? Yes, comma E. Assume that we have written one function called as add bottom, which will add the element E at the bottom of the stack, not at the top of the stack. Now S comma E, that means 10 is added because this is the bottom of the stack. Now again you return it. Where do you return? You return to line number 2. No assignment, execute line number 3. Add bottom S comma E. What is the value of E? 20. That means add 20 at the bottom of the stack. That means this should become 20 and this should become 10. Now again the closing bracket is taken as return. Where to return? Line number 2. Nothing to be done. Line number 3 is what? Add bottom E to the stack. Yes, now this is the bottom of the stack. That means these are being removed. Now this will be 30, 20, 10. Now again closing bracket is taken as return. Again it goes back at line number 2. This is line number 2. Execute line number 3. Add 40 at the bottom of the stack. Now this is the bottom of the stack. And how do you add it? 40, 30, 20, 10. Now again you go back to the point from wherever it is called. Now the question comes, how do we write the add bottom function? That we will see later whenever we write the code. This is the high level algorithm. How do we reverse a stack using recursion? Thank you. Let us write the code for this. Now, how do we call the function? We say reverse stack. Since the state of the stack changes, therefore you have to write ampersand s over there. I will post a code on this as well. Now let us write the prototype for this. We say void. What is the function name? Reverse stack. What is the first parameter? It is struct stack star yes. Now this is what we write over here. Now suppose this is the state of the stack. Let the stack be 10, 20, 30 and 40. And what is the reverse of this? 10 should be at the top and 40 should be at the bottom and so on. Now we are allowed only to use push pop function to do this, nothing other than that. Now we say over here, let us declare one variable E and I write if not is empty of stack. You should not write ampersand s over here because is empty function needs a pointer and yes is already a pointer. If the stack is not empty, what we do? We say E is equal to pop of yes. Again no ampersand s because pop needs single pointer and yes is already a single pointer. Now I say E is equal to pop. Now what will happen? See over here, let us trace this. We say reverse of yes, there is one local variable E. Not is empty of stack, yes, E is equal to pop. Now what do you get in E? You get 40. Now again you call the function reverse. Therefore we write again reverse stack of yes. Now again you call the function reverse stack of yes. Let me give the line number. This is line number 1, 2 and this is 3. Now we are calling from line number 2. What we are calling? Again we are calling reverse of yes. Is there any local variable? Yes, there is one local variable E. Not is empty of stack. Yes, the stack is not empty. Again execute line number 1. It says E is equal to pop. Therefore the value of E would be what? 30. Again execute line number 2. We are calling the reverse function again. We say reverse of stack yes and we are calling from line number 2. There is one local variable E. Not is empty of stack yes. E is equal to pop. Now what do you pop over here? You pop 20. Again we execute line number 2 and we say reverse of stack yes and we are calling from line number 2. There is one local variable E. Not is empty of stack. Yes, the stack is not empty. Therefore we say E is equal to pop. That is E is equal to 10. Again we call the function reverse of yes from line number 2. There is one local variable E. Not is empty of stack. The condition is false. Do not execute this. Closing bracket of the function is taken as return. You go back to the point from wherever it is being called. Now we are at line number 2. Now is there any assignment at line number 2? No. Now this 10 should be added at the bottom of the stack. Therefore we will write one function called as add bottom. In which stack? Yes. And what do we want to add? E we want to add because the value of E is 10. Now what will happen? Before I write the add bottom function, let me trace it. It will add 10 at the bottom of the stack. Right? Now 3 is executed. Line number 4 is taken as closing bracket of the function. Again return. Where to return? Line number 2. Line number 2, is there any assignment? No. Execute line number 3. It says add bottom of s comma e. Now what is the value of e? 20 is being added at the bottom of the stack. This is how the state of the stack will look like. Again execute line number 4 which says return. Now where to return? Line number 2. Execute line number 3. Assume that we have written the function add bottom. I am going to write what it does. It adds at the bottom of the stack e. Now what is the value of e? 30. It adds at the bottom of the stack, and now it executes line number 4 which says return. Where to return? Line number 2. Now completed. Execute line number 3. Add at the bottom of the stack. What do you want to add at the bottom of the stack? 40. Now this is how the state of the stack will be. Execute line number 4, go back to the point from wherever it is called, and you see that the stack is being what? Reversed. Now the question is, how do we write add bottom function? Let me write now. Now let us see how do we write add bottom function. Now we write here void. What is the function name? Add bottom of the stack. What is the first parameter? Yes. Yes is of what type? Struct stack star. Now therefore I write over here struct stack star yes. And what is the next parameter? E, that is of integer data type. Now let us see how do we add at the bottom of the stack. Suppose I call the function add bottom of yes comma 10. Suppose I call this way. Now suppose this is the stack. To begin with, assume that the stack is empty. Now if the stack is empty, this is the top of the stack, this is the bottom of the stack. Hence we write if is empty of stack. If the stack is empty, what you have to do? You have to push 10 over here because there is nothing to be done. Push, we say yes comma e. Therefore you push 10 over here. Right. Now this is one of the case. Now suppose again I call the function add bottom of yes comma 20. Now is the stack empty? No. If the stack is not empty, that means what you have to do? You have to remove all the things so that the stack becomes empty, and then you have to add 20 because you have to add 20 at the bottom of the stack. If you want to reach the bottom of the stack, all the top elements has to be removed. Therefore if the stack is not empty, else. Now what we do? We have to remove from the top of the stack. We say y is equal to pop of yes. Now when I say y is equal to pop of yes, what is the value of y over here? 10. Now after this, again we call the function add bottom because there might be many more elements which has to be removed. Hence I say over here add bottom of yes comma e. Now let this be the line number 5 and let this be the line number 6. Now what we are doing, from line number 6 I am calling the function again add bottom of yes comma 20. Again go back, is empty of stack? Yes, the stack is empty. Therefore push the value of e. Now what is the value of e over here? 20. It will push 20. Now since if has executed, else should not be executed. Now we execute line number 8. Line number 8 means what? Closing bracket of the function is return. Now when you return, you have to push 10 on the top of the stack. And now what is where 10 is stored? At y. Therefore we write over here push yes comma y. Now what is the value of y? 10. 10 is being pushed at the top of the stack. Now this is how it looks. Now let us see. Again I call the function add bottom. Assume that I call the function add bottom of 30. I want to push at the bottom of the stack. That means the stack should be 10, 20 and 30 should be at bottom. Okay. Now this is e. There is one local variable, that is y. E is empty of stack? No. Therefore you execute line number 5 and you say y is equal to pop. What is the value of pop now? 10. Now execute line number 6 which says add bottom of yes comma e, and you are calling this from line number 6. Now again go back, is empty of stack? No. Execute line number 5, y is equal to pop. Now what is the value of pop now? 20. Now you execute line number 6, add bottom of S comma E, and you execute this from line number 6. Go back. E is empty of stack, yes. Push the value of E. Now what is the value of E over here? 30. You pushed it. L should not be executed. Line number 8 is return. Where to return? Line number 6. No assignment. Execute line number 7. Push the value of Y. Now what is the value of Y over here? 20. Now this is done. Execute line number 8. Again return. Go to line number 6. Nothing to be done. Execute line number 7. Push the value of Y. Now what is the value of Y over here? 10. Now again execute line number 8. Go back and you see that 30 is being added at the bottom of the stack. This is how the add bottom function will work. Now we will trace by taking both together, and we will see how does the reverse of the stack is being done with the help of add bottom. Thank you. Now let us trace the complete code. Suppose this is the stack 10, 20, 30, 40. We call reverse stack of S. Now these are the line numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. First we come at the reverse stack because we are calling the reverse stack function. User is not at all aware about add bottom function. User only knows reverse stack function. Now therefore we say reverse stack. I just write reverse of yes. Are there any local variables? Yes, there is one local variable, that is E. Not is empty of stack, as the stack is not empty. E is equal to pop. Therefore, what do we get? We get 40 from the top of the stack and is stored in E. Now again we execute line number 2. We say reverse of stack yes called from line number 2, and you say E is equal to. Now again go back. Not is empty of stack yes. E is equal to pop. Now what do you get from the top of the stack? You get 30 from the top of the stack. Now execute line number 2. Again it says reverse of stack yes, and we are calling from line number 2. Go back. Not is empty of stack yes. E is equal to pop. Now what do you get from the pop? That you get 20, and again you execute line number 2, which says reverse of stack yes, and you are calling from line number 2. Go back. There is one local variable, that is E. Not is empty of stack yes. E is equal to pop. Now what do you get from the top of the stack? You get 10 from the top of the stack. Again you are calling the function reverse of yes from line number 2. There is one local variable E. Not is empty of stack is false because the stack is empty. Do not execute this. Execute line number 4, which says return. Return means this is the point where you come. Now after you have to do execute line number 2, no assignment. Now you have to execute line number 3. Now what does line number 3 says? It calls the function add bottom of yes comma E. What is the value of E over here? It is 10. Now it executes. If E is empty of stack, yes, the stack is empty. Therefore you push the value of E, that is 10. Do not execute else. Closing bracket is taken as return. It returns to the point from wherever it is called, that is line number 3. And after this you have to execute line number 4. Line number 4 is closing bracket of function. Again return back. Now where do we return? We return to line number 2. Now this is line number 2. Any assignment? No. Again you have to execute line number 3. That means I have been called at line number 3. Therefore I say add bottom of yes comma E. What is the value of E over here? It is 20. Right. There is one local variable, that is Y. E is empty of stack? No. Therefore you have to execute line number 5, and you say Y is equal to pop. Now what is the value of pop? The value of pop is 10. Now execute line number 6. It says add of yes comma E, that is 20, and you are calling from line number 6. Go back. E is empty of stack. Yes, the stack is empty. Therefore push the value of E back onto the stack. Hence you have pushed the value of E, that is 20, onto the stack. Now L should not be executed because if has executed, execute line number 8, return. Where to return? Line number 6. No assignment. Execute line number 7, push the value of 5. What is the value of 5 over here? 10. Executed line number 7, again execute line number 8, go back to the point from wherever it is called. From where it is called, this is the point from where it is called. Now line number 3 is executed, execute line number 4, again it says return. Now where to return? It should return to the line number 2. Now what does line number 2 says? Any assignment? No. Execute line number 3. Again it says add bottom of yes comma E. What is the value of E over here? The value of E is 30. You say 30. Now again you go. Is there any local variable? Yes, there is one local variable y. Is empty of stack? No. Y is equal to pop. Now what is the value of pop over here? It is 10. Again you execute line number 6. You say add bottom of yes comma e. The value of e is 30 and you are calling this from line number 6. There is again one more local variable y. Is empty of stack? No. You say y is equal to pop. What is the value of pop that you get? 20. Execute line number 6. You say add of yes comma 30 and you call this from line number 6. Again go back. Is empty of stack? Yes. Therefore you push the value of e. What is the value of e? 30. Do not execute this. Execute line number 8. Return 6. To return, nothing to be done. Execute line number 7. Push the value of 5. That is 20. Execute line number 8. Return. Where to return 6? Nothing to be done. Execute line number 7. Push the value of 5. What is the value of 5? 10. Execute line number 8. Return. Where to return? To the point from wherever it is called. It was called from line number 3 at this point. Now this is done. Execute line number 4. Again return. Now where to return? You have to return to line number 2. Now what does line number 2 says? No assignment. Execute line number 3. It says add bottom of yes comma e. What is the value of e over here? The value of e is 40. Now again you go back. Is there any local variable? Yes, that is y is equal to is stack empty? No. Execute line number 5. Y is equal to pop. Therefore you get 10. Now again from line number 6 you call the function add bottom of yes comma 40. There is one local variable y and the return line number is 6. Is empty of stack? No. Y is equal to pop. What do you get from pop? You get 20 from pop. Again you execute line number 6. You say add bottom of yes comma 40. There is one local variable y. Is empty of stack? No. Execute line number 5. Y is equal to pop. What do you get from pop? You get 30 from the pop. Again you call the function add bottom of yes comma 40 and the return line number is 6. Is empty of stack? Yes. Push 40 on the top of the stack. Right. Now L should not be executed. Line number 8 is returned. 6 you have to return. Nothing to be done. 7 is push 30. 8 is return. 6 nothing to be done. 7 is push 20. 8 is return. 6 nothing to be done. 7 is push 10. Again 8 return. Where to return? To the point from wherever it is called. This is line number 3. That is done. Line number 4 is taken as return and you see that the stack is what? Reverse. This is how we do the reverse of the stack using recursion. Very, very simple. First you pop all the elements. When you pop at the last level of the recursion you have the bottom element of the stack and that element you start inserting at where? The bottom of the stack. And in the next video we will see how do we sort the stack using recursion. Thank you.